So here's the other plastic phone from Samsung that everybody loves. What's up, Gadgeteers? My name is Hector and this is Gadget Beard, and on this channel I unbox and review everyday tech, gadgets, and accessories for you. And in today's video we have the other plastic phone from Samsung, the Galaxy A71. Bought this on Amazon for $450 with Prime shipping. Links will be in the description below. And yes, I paid a little more than the rest because I trust Amazon with shipping, and if I don't like the device or it comes damaged, I know I can get my money back. So let's take a quick look at the packaging and jump right into the unboxing. So nothing special about the packaging here. We have a spot varnish picture of the phone and the A71 branding on the front cover. On the side of the box we do have Samsung Galaxy A71 branding in chrome lettering. Nothing on the right, nothing on top, and on the bottom we have the same mumbo jumbo that nobody cares about, all that corporate bullshit. So let's get this box open and see what comes in the box when you purchase the Galaxy A71. So let's go ahead and break the seal. Boom. Seal broken. Shout out to this Gadget Beard unboxing knife. Look at that. Bam. Super nice. Let's go remove the cover here. Now inside the box we do have the phone itself, but on this side of the cover we do have a case that comes with the phone, which is pretty cool of them. I like it when you receive free cases. Now this is not any type of premium case that you're gonna want to use forever unless you like these type of cases. This is a soft TPU case. It's meant to get you by until you buy the case of your liking. But here you go. Boom. Let's put that aside. And we do have our quick start guides in here and our SIM ejection tool as well. SIM ejection tool right there. Let's go ahead and put that back in there. We have the phone itself here. Has some nice weight to it. Inside we also have some headphone jacks, some earphones. We do have some headphones here. Let's go ahead and take a look at these and see what type of headphones they are. They're like the old school, you remember these? Samsung used to provide these with the old Galaxy phones, but then they upgraded to the AKG ones. So these are not the AKG ones. These are just your regular type of headphones. And you do have your Type-C charging cable here, so it's Type-C to Type-C, so this should be a Type-C charging brick. Yep, and it is super fast charging, 25-watt charger here. So this is the same brick found on the Note 10, so you are going to get super fast charging there, which is crazy for them to include that, and Type-C cable as well. All right, that is all that comes in the box. Let's take a quick look at the phone itself. Samsung Galaxy A71. We do have a Infinity O display. This is a Full HD display coming in at 6.7 inches. Super AMOLED Plus, like I mentioned, Infinity O display. That means we just have a little punch hole cut out here on the display for your front-facing camera. Let's go ahead and remove this protective plastic here and take a better look at the phone itself. Now looking at the rear, we do see the familiar Samsung design for 2020. Looks like the S20. This is what Samsung is going forward with the year 2020, this square module camera design. So in the rear we have a 64 megapixel camera as well as a 5 megapixel depth sensing camera. We have a macro 5 megapixel camera, and we have that ultra wide 12 megapixel camera that everybody loves. On the front, for the front facing camera for the O display, we do have a 32 megapixel. As you can see, bam, right there, just a little hole punch. 32 megapixel. That is absolutely crazy for a front. Now powering this bad boy, we do have a Snapdragon 730. We have a 6 gigs of RAM, or you can get an 8 gig of RAM version with 128 gigabytes internal storage with micro SD slot, so you can expand up to 512 gigabytes if you absolutely need that storage, or if you want. It does have a dual SIM card tray, so you can utilize 2 SIM cards if needed to. And we do have a 4500 milliamp hour battery inside this bad boy, so that is a huge battery. 4500 milliamps with 25 watt super fast charging. That is absolutely amazing. Security unlocking features, we do have a on-display fingerprint as well as face recognition, but keep in mind that face recognition is not as secure as the Face ID on the iPhone or the Pixel 4. We do have other color options besides this Prism Crush Black. We do have a silver, blue, and pink. Looking at the design of this phone, as you can see why it's called Prism. You do have this unique pattern looking. Now this is plastic or glasstic, whatever they're calling it. It's not glass by any means, but it feels like glass, and the phone has enough heft that feels very premium as well. We do have Samsung branding there, and as you can tell, all the fingerprints are already getting on the back of the phone, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and try this case on and see how it looks with the case. Boom, look at that, fits like a glove, all your ports and cutouts are all precise, no problems there. Boom, the mic on top, power button, volume rocker, and everything else. Let's go ahead and remove this. Looking at the bottom of the phone, we do have our speaker, our mic, Type-C charging port, and a headphone jack. Look at that. A headphone jack. Have you seen one of those before? I haven't. On the left side of the phone, we do have our SIM tray and our micro SD slot. On the top of the phone, we have another mic. On the left of the phone, we do have our volume rocker there and our power button. Now the power button and volume rocker are not texturized, but you can the volume rocker, it's the longer side button, and the power button is the shorter one, so you can kind of distinguish which is what. Looking at that camera module, you do have a bump there, but not too big, and you can mitigate that camera bump with a case probably. So looking on the back of the phone, we do not have nothing but our cameras there. Boom, beautiful. So let's go ahead and power this bad boy on. Let me set it up, and we'll do a quick walkthrough to see what this phone comes right out of the box. What storage options do you have available, or what storage you have available, and everything that comes pre-programmed in the phone to see if you get any bloatware or anything like that. So let this bad boy power up. We'll come back and walk you through the OS. ¡Comencemos! Le quiero mandar saludos a toda mi gente latina. Make sure you subscribe to Gadget Beard. So I'm just gonna set it up real quick. I saw that it was in Spanish, probably because it's a Latin American version, which have all US LTE bands. So if you're gonna get this phone, make sure you get the Latin American version, because it is capable of working on all LTE brands, all your T-Mobile, AT&T, Metro by T-Mobile, GSM carriers. I don't know if it'll work on Verizon or Sprint, haven't tried it, but if anybody knows if it does or if it doesn't, please leave it down in the comment section below. Okay, so we're done setting up the phone. As you can see, the display looks absolutely gorgeous, full 1080p. This phone feels very premium and snappy right off the gate, and it is still downloading a couple of apps, so it still feels very premium and fast while still downloading. It's not struggling at all, as you can see. Let's go ahead and go into settings and see how much storage we have available. Here we go to device care. So it's running a little diagnosis. Says 100% all good. Let's go to storage. So it looks like out of the 128 gigabytes, 22.3 gigabytes is used right off the back. That's without me installing anything. I didn't install anything. You get about 1.2 taken up in apps. You get about 5.3 in audio, probably like ringtones and stuff like that. And it does not, your system memory, this is where most of your storage goes right out of the box. It is at 18.4, so the system itself, the Samsung OS, takes about almost a little over 18 gigabytes of storage, which it leaves you with roughly 105 gigabytes available. It says right there, available storage 105. So it's not too bad here. Let's go ahead and back out of there. Now this is running Android 10, which is absolutely amazing because Android 10 just got released for the Note 10 not too long ago, and the S10s. There is no software update, but as you can see, you are on the January 1st security patch and you are on Android 10. Let me go see about phone and software information. Android 10, One UI version 2.0, absolutely great right there. So we are on Android 10 with the One UI 2.0, so we are on the latest and greatest on this phone. Now I know some of you guys like the Samsung keyboard. I personally don't like the Samsung keyboard, but there you have the Samsung keyboard itself. You do have all your emojis there. You have stickers if needed to, GIFs if you want to use the GIF keyboard. I don't want to use it right now. You can use voice to text. I don't want to do voice input right now. Let's back out of there real quick, back on there, and let's go back to the keyboard. And you can customize this keyboard as you like. As you can see, you can just go to the Samsung keyboard and you can kind of tailor these options to your needs. So whatever you like with the Samsung keyboard, you can. Now I am currently on Mint Mobile. I did put a Mint Mobile SIM card in here. I am on Wi-Fi, but my studio here, my house here, doesn't really get great service for T-Mobile. I know that Mint Mobile runs on T-Mobile, but once we step outside, I'm pretty sure we can get some great reception and great speeds. I'll do a future test on that later on, but anything from here, everything looks good. Everything looks just like a Samsung phone here. I don't see anything different or that stands out. We can link to Windows just like we can on the Note 10. You have everything. Dolby Atmos, edge lighting, you have focus mode, Wi-Fi calling, everything that you need to have. We have NFC, so you can use mobile payments on this. You can probably use Samsung Pay and Google Pay. Let's see if we have Samsung Pay on here. That'll be interesting. Boom, here we go. It doesn't think we have Samsung Pay, but if it has NFC, you can use Google Pay, which is, I think it's great to have those options. We don't really get those options in mid-tier or budget phones, and now we do. And then you have all your applications here for Microsoft, which this is like kind of like bloatware, but I'm pretty sure you can delete them. Let me go into here, see if we can delete these applications. So let's do Lincoln. Let's see, can we delete Lincoln here? LinkedIn, uninstall, and we can uninstall them so they're not on there permanently. So if you guys don't like them, you can go ahead and remove them. But other than that, Facebook is on there. I think that's the only bloatware I see, and I don't think you can remove Facebook. No, but you can disable it if you don't use Facebook. As you can see, you can disable there. You can absolutely remove it. Netflix is on here as well. Let me see if you can't remove Netflix. You can disable it if needed to. So those are like your only bloatware apps that you can remove, but you can absolutely disable. Spotify, you can actually uninstall Spotify. I don't use Spotify. Now taking a look at how fast the fingerprint reader is, this is the display is off, and you can just go like that and bam, look at that. It absolutely unlocks your phone with lightning speed. Look at that, boom. Let's try the other finger right off. This one did it, boom, look at that. I think this fingerprint reader is way better than the one on the Note 10. Now, one thing to mention is you do have a screen protector pre-installed, so there is a screen protector there available for you. So that's one thing that's also great. You get a screen protector and you get a free case. Not bad, Samsung, not bad. Now, I know a couple of you guys are gonna ask, what's this little notch here? Now, that little notch is just your edge screen, so that's just there for an additional feature, but you can remove that if you wanted to. If you don't want to have the edge screen, you can just turn it off, and you can see the little notch goes away. Now let's compare this to the Note 10. I have here the Note 10 in hand. As you can see, the fingerprint, you see, dude, it's so I don't know if I have my left one installed, but I think this one actually, it's a little bit faster. Let's go ahead and turn it off. And you can see, I don't know, but this one right here, it hits almost all the time. Look at that, boom. Even with the screen off, it hits like 90% of the time. With it on, it hits 100%. Look at that, boom, no issues there. But let's compare really briefly both of the devices. They're about the same size. One thing to mention is the A71 has a flat screen. It does not have these rounded edges or a curved display. It is flat, so it's gonna make for a better experience in my opinion. I'm not too fond of these curved displays. Looking at the back, you can see the difference between both. They're both fingerprint magnets, but this feels like glass and this feels like plastic. Even if they say it's glasstic, it still feels like plastic, but it's not a bad thing there. They both weigh about the same. In hand, I think the Note 10 just feels a little bit more premium. The metal, the glass is just cold to the touch compared to this plastic one. The plastic gets heated up by the battery or the usage, and so it doesn't feel as cold as this Note 10 here. But everything else looks the same. There you have it, guys. You have the A71 compared to the Note 10. Which one do you think you like? Let me know down in the comment section below on if you would choose the A71 over the Note 10. Believe me, I am going to put both of these bad boys against each other to see which one is the best bang for your buck. One last thing that I am absolutely happy with that Samsung did is they changed the power button and volume rocker to the right side like every other OEM. As you can see on the Note 10, they're all on the left side, and I absolutely couldn't get used to that. So I absolutely like that the power button and volume rocker are now on the right side of the phone compared to the left side of the phone. So everything is looking great. This phone is running very snappy. It absolutely looks gorgeous. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. I can't wait to start reviewing this phone. If you have any questions regarding this phone, please leave them down in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.